What's going on, everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a review of Publisher Rocket, as well as telling you everything you need to know about using the software. And it's a software I've used very extensively over the last several years for being a self-published author and having done over 15 different books, all available on Amazon. But I'm always looking for the best tools and resources to help you become a better book author, book publisher, book marketer, and just sell more books in general. So that being said, please smash that like button and let's jump into it. Okay, so to start off with, what exactly is Publisher Rocket? Well, basically it's a software that helps you find keywords, book ideas, categories, competitor data, monthly sales projections. It basically gives you a ton of data that would be very difficult and time consuming to do if you were just trying to try to compile it yourself. So it can be very valuable as an author having all that information and knowing, okay, this niche sells the most, but it's kind of competitive, or maybe this niche is super competitive and it doesn't make any money, or maybe these keywords are the most profitable keywords. So I'm going to get into it a little bit deeper, but it gives you a lot of data that's going to make you, it's going to help you sell more books. And a little background on the software. So it was created by a self-publisher and author named Dave Chesson, and one thing I really like about it, he seems to be very still involved with the software. I think like every other week, every month or so, there's always some new update that's being done. And an update free of charge, obviously. So it seems like he's really trying to create just like the ultimate resource and tool for authors. It's not like some programs that you might buy and you pay like thousands of dollars and then you just never hear from them again. I get the sense that Dave is like very encouraging of feedback. Any type of feedback, he'll really look into it. And possibly change it up for the next version, for the next update. So over the last several years, I have used the software quite a bit. And honestly, I wish I had known about it sooner, because I published a lot of stuff on Amazon that if I had been using this software, I never would have published in the first place. And the reason being is I would have found the keywords that I was targeting my book around or my topic around, and I would have found that, it only makes $20 per month. It's probably not a good idea to publish that type of content. So it can be very, very helpful, and it's going to make you more money if you actually use it and apply the data from it. Okay, so there's basically 4 different ways that this software can help you. Number 1, it's going to help you come up with better keywords, more profitable keywords, as well as giving you competitiveness scores on the different keywords and subjects. So that's going to help you just obviously be more strategic with your book publishing, because some people just publish random books and they don't do any type of research as to what's already selling. And that's one of the most important keys on Amazon, or really selling anything. Find out what's working and model that and kind of make it your own. Obviously you never want to copy somebody, but it's good if you already know what type of books sell really well. Number 2, it's going to help you find the best categories so that you can get discovered more and also hit the bestseller status list. On Amazon, when you're publishing through KDP, you can actually only choose 2 categories. However, and Dave actually has a blog post about this on his website, there's a way you can actually get into 10 different categories, and I've done it with basically all of my books. And so this category feature on Publisher Rocket will help you choose the top 10 categories that your book should be in. Because if you're in too broad of a category, let's say, it's going to be very hard to rank, number 1, let's say, in just like the business niche. However, if you're in some like pretty obscure subcategory within the business niche, and it's still relevant to your topic, obviously, you're going to have a much better chance of ranking as a bestseller, possibly even a number 1 bestseller. And Publisher Rocket will give you information as far as how many books you need to sell in that sub niche to become a bestseller, and it gives you a lot of helpful information about just the competitiveness of categories in addition to keywords. Number 3, it will show you a lot of competitor data, as far as how much other authors and books are making every single month in sales for their ebook as well as for their paperback. Because actually, one thing to know, some books, they're going to sell a ton in paperback, and some might only sell like $5 a month in ebook. I was actually about to publish a book, and I was looking at it, and it, according to Publisher Rocket, it only made like $5 a month or something like that. However, the paperback version, because this is a pretty unique little niche, the paperback version sold hundreds and hundreds of dollars every single month. So it's a very pretty cool tool there. And then lastly, it's going to help you come up with AMS keywords. So if you've ever run an ad campaign on Amazon, a paid ad campaign, it's called AMS. It can be kind of difficult to come up with the best keywords. So, because theoretically you could have hundreds of keywords that you're targeting. So this tool is going to help you really narrow down your focus and come up with the best AMS keywords for your paid ad campaigns. Okay, so next up, who does this software work for? Well, it works for fiction authors, non-fiction authors. It works for anybody that's selling books on Amazon, because no matter what niche you're in, there's going to be bestsellers, there's going to be ones that aren't so much bestsellers, and everything in between. And if you really take the time to optimize your book before you write it, before you publish it, you can be a lot more strategic and presumably make a lot more money. So highly recommend it. Okay, so next up, what is the cost of Publisher Rocket? Well, as of now, it's $97. So basically $100. It's just a one-time fee. There's no monthly fees or anything like that. And as far as the cost goes, I would say it's more than worth it. I think, honestly, Dave, if you're watching this, I think you could charge 2 or 3 times this amount and people would still buy it because it's a very valuable tool. And if you're serious about publishing, and you use this resource, it's going to pay you back, tenfold. I mean, I can't guarantee that, but if you use it correctly, you're going to make significantly more than $100 from using this resource. Another question people ask all the time is, do other authors use it? How well respected is it in the industry? And I would say this, there's a lot of big name authors that use the software. And maybe some big name authors that, aren't even publicized as using the software. I know Pat Flynn uses it, Jeff Goins, Joanna Penn, and probably many other best-selling authors. So as an author, you should always be looking for every possible way, to sell more books. And even if it only helps you sell 1% more, which I kind of doubt this would, I think it would be a pretty significant increase, to be honest. But you should be looking for every available resource to become a better book publisher, and this is definitely one of them. Now, as far as the ease of use, because some software programs can be kind of difficult to use, Dave has a lot of tutorials on his website which are very helpful. Because when I first started using it, I kind of knew what I was doing, but not really. I mean, it's a fairly simple type of software, but he has a lot of free tutorials that you can watch on his website, on his blog, that really go through in detail how to maximize the software. Now, as far as competitors go, there are a lot of competitors in this space. I think there's like 3 or 4 other main competitors. And to be honest, I haven't used them. I'm sure they're probably pretty good. But I've had such a great experience using it myself that I really have no reason to use a similar or comparable service. And from the reviews I can tell, it seems like people prefer Publisher Rocket over most of the other ones. Another thing to note though in regards to the competition is that this is the most expensive one from my knowledge. I mean, it's $100, so it's not like you're paying thousands of dollars. But if you're looking for a more affordable option, you could possibly go with one of the competitors. That being said, Publisher Rocket does have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you watch my video and get really excited, but then you download the software and you think it's the worst program ever, you can return it free of charge. You get your $97 back. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think Dave really kind of goes out of his way to really optimize this for authors and book marketers. Okay, so we're almost at the end of this video, but I have to talk about the downsides of Publisher Rocket, because no software or program is perfect. So the downsides, one thing I noticed, so I got the program actually several years ago, and there's always been updates being made. So, and I saw someone else talk about Publisher Rocket, and they said, the program is it's an A, but it could be an A+. So while it is really, really, really good, and I'd highly recommend it, there's still improvements that could be made. For example, when you're searching by keywords or topics, it'd be a lot easier if you could actually kind of rank the different keywords just by most profitable or least profitable or most difficult or least difficult. Because as of right now, you kind of have to click on every single keyword to kind of find out its status. Is it profitable? Is it not profitable? And you could go through 50 or 60 keywords to kind of come up with the best list. And another thing I would say is that as of right now, it doesn't track audiobook sales. And I realize it's kind of a different platform. So Publisher Rocket is great for ebooks and paperbacks. With audiobooks, it's on the ACX platform, which is through Amazon and Audible, but it's just a little bit different, so I imagine it probably would be harder to track. But as of right now, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I would love to see data on the audiobooks, as well as maybe an easier way to sort through all the most profitable, least profitable, most competitive keywords and subjects and things like that. Okay, so overall, to summarize Publisher Rocket, I would describe it like this. If you are a book publisher, author, marketer, and you're looking to sell more books on Amazon, I would highly recommend you get this software. And there's a link below. You can use my link below. It's an affiliate link, so I do get a little bit of commission. But if you go through their tutorials, if you use the service correctly, you're going to sell more books. I can't guarantee you're going to sell 1 million more books or anything like that, but if you use it correctly, you will sell more books. It's a very valuable tool to have as an author. And while it's not a perfect software, and nothing is, I think Dave is doing a great job of listening to feedback, constantly updating the software. And as far as I can tell, it's the best one on the market out there. And not only that, but Dave has a great ton of resources on his website, which I'll also link below. So I would definitely check those out if you're looking to become more strategic and just improve your skills as a book marketer, book publisher, and as an author. So definitely check out the service. Use my link below. You can also check out Dave's link. And thanks for watching this video, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.